But I'm still not understanding why it didn't work in desktop capture. Borderless gaming, there you go. Games without borders. Boom! We got it. Mitrell fixed it. I'm sure it is possible to capture full screen as well. Might take a bit of tweaking. Yeah, that's what I think. But if we capture it this way, we'll play it this way. It's all good. All right, let's start the game. Let's do this. Mitrell, yes. GG's for Mitrell. Thank you, Mitrell.
May you be snatched away from this place. You shall no more dare to deceive, persecute, and torment. As smoke is driven away, as wax melts before the fire, so shall you be driven away, unclean spirit.
What's going on?
Silence! Now answer true. Are you demon, man, or woman?
I prefer full screen, but I don't mind windowed. The problem with windowed is I can't play it borderless. I'll have to set it up better later. We already asked him, we already told him we're a demon before, and he didn't like that, so let's tell him we're a man.
Demon, your power over his mind is waning. Release him now! Release him before I am forced to destroy you! Remember, you are human. Remember! Tell us, before the demon regains control, your name. Tell us your name.
I want to know my name. Demon! So if I would have picked woman and told him I'm a woman, I would have played as a woman? So why can't I play as a demon?
Did you hear that, evil spirit? He knows himself. He is yours no longer. Now your past. Tell me something about your past. Your profession. Quick!
I'm not telling you anything. I'm an actor. Our show opens up next week. I'm a police officer. Let me go before I arrest you both. I'm a bartender. Let's all sit down and talk about this. This is interesting. What should we pick? Actor, bartender, police officer? I don't want to pick police officer. Bartender would be interesting. Actor shows opens next week. Let's go with bartender.
Yes! He's beginning to remember. Night after night, you pour drinks and help people forget their troubles. You give them the strength to push forward, to prevail. Now it's your turn. Take your own advice. Fight it! Remember who you are! Remember!
In the Bronx, Sammy's bar, 1 year ago. Wow, so... And hold on, let me move this again. So because I picked bartender, the game starts at a bar. That is pretty cool. Not a police station. Not a playhouse. I think this should do it. I hope. Sammy's bar in the Bronx. Yes, it's completely different for the other backstories. Yeah, that now this makes me want to... This has replayability, so we are going to have to replay this at some point, right? The door to Sammy's bar, your place of employment for the last 7 years.
Hey, wait. Hey, long time no see.
Is there any place safe to put the camera? You could see everybody's face, perhaps. Let's try it on this side. Logan, what are you doing here? I am surprised to see you. I thought you were off the... We were on the wagon again. Okay. I thought you were on the wagon again.
That's not fair, and you know it. I don't want to be here, but I don't have a choice. He's my brother. You remember, John? He's in there. He's bad. Badder than me on my worst day. Your boss called me to take him home, but...
You don't want to go in? I understand. I'll get him out. Can't you go yourself? All right, let's tell him we'll get him out.
Thanks. Really. I thought I could go in myself, but I don't think I can. The first thing they tell you is not to enter a gin joint if you can avoid it. I've gone 4 years. I can't lose them. Not even for him.
Makes sense why he doesn't want to go in. I'll talk to him.
Thank you. You have no idea. Just talk to him, okay? He practically lives in this place. You know him better than I do. And don't tell your boss I'm out here. I don't think she likes me too much these days.
All right. Before we go in, door to Sammy's bar, the place of employment for the last 7 years. Go to options. Let's take down the music a little so we hear the voices better. The music's fantastic. A little bit of the master volume too. Save it. Sammy's bar. This tree often does double duties as Sammy's second bathroom. Logan looks good these days. Sobriety seems to suit him. All right, let's go in.
Oh, thank God you're here. Right. I'm the boss.
Reporting for duty, boss.
I'm important. I'm supposed to be in control. Fuck this. After tonight, I'm done. I quit.
Spoke to Logan outside.
Wait, Logan's outside? He's not coming in? Oh, right, he's drinking the Kool-Aid. The alcohol-free kind. Maybe he's got the right idea. I thought Logan was a mean drunk, but Jonah? He's worse. He came in here all twitchy and looking scared. He asked for a whiskey and I gave it to him. Then he started crying. Then he started screaming. Now he's locked himself in the damn bathroom.
So what now?
I don't know. To tell you the truth, Jonah scares me. But maybe, look, maybe you can get him out of there. He's always listened to you.
I'm his bartender. I'm good at that. Just how much did he drink?
Honestly, I'm surprised he's still standing. Look, just get him out the door. You can scream at the rats in the park for all I care. I'll just wait here.
Yeah, she wants nothing to do with him. I want to make sure this is nice and loud. Okay, so he's over here in the bathroom. Sammy LaGuardia, your boss and friend. She's looking more frazzled than usual tonight. This jukebox is just here for ambiance. It hasn't worked in years. Not exactly a top shelf selection, but you're working on it. The bathroom key hangs behind the bar.
Oh, the key? Yeah, I guess that'll work.
How else are you gonna get him out? You seriously didn't think to use the key.
Don't look at me like that. You want the truth? I didn't use the key because Jonah's scaring the hell out of me. I was gonna give the key to Logan, but he's a no-show. Guess he'll have to do.
Door to the bathroom, unisex, of course. Okay. Sammy keeps the darts behind the bar. Maybe we'll play it later. See if we can actually do that. Oh!
I locked that door for a reason.
Jonah, put the gun down. What the hell do you think you're doing? Jesus, Jonah. Jonah, put the gun down.
I don't think I can do that. They keep talking to me with the begging and pleading and crying. Can't you hear them? They are so loud.
You're hearing voices.
I know it sounds crazy, and I tried to pretend she didn't exist. But now, there are so many, so many. I close my eyes, they're there. I try to sleep, they're there. I tried to drink, they are still here. It got so bad, my boss fired me. Me! Just like they fired my brother. It just keeps getting worse. I can't make them go away.
Who are they?
There are dozens of them. Hundreds. They're surrounding me, surrounding you. I can't stop them. All I can do is join them.
You don't have to die, Jonah.
Yes, I do. I have to join the army of the dead. The only way to do that is to die.
Army of the Dead, you're paranoid, you need help. Jonah, there is no Army of the Dead.
Yeah, they started coming about a month ago. First ghost came, a little girl. She told me I was chosen. Then I started seeing more and more everywhere. They won't leave me alone. If I have to die to make it stop, then so be it.
We gotta talk him out of this. You were gonna pull the trigger, you would have done it by now. That's just gonna tempt him to pull the trigger, I think. Enough of this crap, just pull the trigger already. It's gonna make him pull the trigger too. You can get help, Jonah. There were treatments, drugs. I don't think he wants treatment. I'm gonna go with option 1 here.
I know, I'm a coward. I've been working up to it, trying, counting back from 10 and starting over. I don't want to die, man. I don't want to die. Why is this happening?
We'll get you help, I promise.
You think? I don't know if I can be helped, but it's worth a try, I guess. Here, just take it. Thanks. You and Sammy, man. You've always been good to me. And this book, you can take this too.
Book?
Yeah, I thought it would help. It's about spirits and ghosts and stuff. It had techniques to make them go away, but I think it's just made it worse. Take it, will you? I just don't want to look at it.
Uh-oh.
Right. Let's go. I owe Sammy an apology.
Oh! What? Wow.
Was that a gunshot? To Jonah?
Oh no! Wow, we got possessed and now we're just shooting everything.
Your chosen vessel remembers. You are
They
no
are expensive.
longer welcome, wicked spirit. The hands you control will no longer do your bidding. In the name of myself, my witness, and the soul whom you hold captive, I cast you out!
It's for protection.
Gotcha!
Eli!
Oh no! Well, that was a pretty bleak beginning to this game. She looks ordinary, but had a grip like a steel vice. She's hovering over that man like a mother hen. Go talk to her.
Stand back!
Oh god, she's a ninja.
Put that sword away. The spirit is gone. That guy's harmless.
There really is no place for me to put my camera in this game. Could you put that sword down and tell me what just happened?
See? He doesn't even remember how he got here. Looks like his memory got scrambled during the exorcism.
Scrambled.
What? It happens.
I apologize for the threat. It has been a long night. Please, come with us, and we will explain everything.
You just threatened me with a sword? Fine, right behind you. How about you tell me right here?
Because I am cold, soaking wet, and I have been outdoors all night. However, if you want to stay up here, you are welcome to.
I want to stay anywhere.
We've had a rough night. Go easy on us, okay? Just come on downstairs. When you're ready, we'll explain everything. We're the good guys. Honest.
So, I just got possessed by a demon, killed the bartender and the guy who I used to serve drinks to, who thought he was possessed and hearing voices. He gives me this book that gets me possessed. I'm trying to help him because his brother's outside, asking me to help him. And this is what happens. Interesting. Interesting start to this game. Oh, man.
Take your time. Soak it all in.
What the heck happened? All these dead body parts. He looks slightly green. He is obviously uncomfortable here. You can relate. Sounds like a normal bar crawl in LA. Maybe. This is New York, though. We're in the Bronx. I'm pretty redhead impaled straight through the heart. Got through the heart. You're to blame. Bon Jovi comes to mind there. At least the rain is keeping the crowds away. Large mess of debris blocks the front door. Looks like an emergency exit. Man, it was a massacre. This man's face has been beaten beyond recognition. This man is slashed in several places. You can only hope it went quickly. An old woman lies crushed under the table. Alright, I get the point.
So, how is that memory of yours? Anything spring to mind?
What the hell happened here?
Your answer is within your question. Hell indeed happened here. These innocents of the city who I have sworn to protect, were destroyed by your hands.
By me? That's impossible.
I think you'll find your definition of impossible is about to change. You were possessed by some kind of demon. It made you do things.
You do not remember? 1 year ago, you murdered that man Jonah in cold blood, and that bartender.
A year ago? Wait, Jonah and Sammy are dead? I killed them?
Your body did, if that's what you mean. That bar's been a condemned site ever since. The story was top news for weeks. Every district in the city was searching for you.
As were we. And it is fortunate that we found you first. These people on the floor, torn apart using your bare hands. The rain washed away most of the blood from your hands, but it will always be there, whether you can see it or not.
This is horrible. Thank you for saving me. I should turn myself in. And this is pretty horrible.
It is good that you think this way. The demon who possessed you, it would not.
Listen to me. These feelings you've got right now, the guilt, the anger, hold on to that. It means you're human. You'll need that going forward.
Speaking of going...
Yeah, we need to scoot. Did you put up a veil, Mondana?
I did, and it will confuse the police long enough for us to get away, but we should not tarry.
We should not tarry. Get a save here. I want to think this is like some kind of Chinese restaurant, but we're going to call it crime scene.
I'd love to chat and get to know you better, but we need to vamoose.
Quickly, leave through the back door. We will follow.
Alright, if you say so. You're going to shoot me in the back as I walk out, right?
Fresh air at last.
A padlock. Of course. Can you pry it off?
I am tired, Eli. My strength ebbed hours ago. Perhaps he can help us. Could you find something to pry this off?
Yeah, anything big or heavy should do.
Pry it off. How about this? The pipe looks like it's a bit corroded, but sturdy. Oh, what the heck?
You've got to be kidding me.
This place, much has changed.
Creature, who are you and what is your purpose here?
Purpose? You invited me.
You're mistaken.
I was summoned across the void by you.
I say again, you are mistaken. You know I speak the truth.
I know what you are, Jin child. I know you cannot speak false. Nevertheless, a beacon appeared. A path was formed. I merely followed it.
Nobody here has done such a thing.
That might not be entirely true.
Eli?
On the roof, I used a lot of power. Probably enough to call the attention of, well, something like this.
Neophyte mage. Playing with forces you don't understand.
I'm mage enough to burn you into a greasy smudge.
You lie. I know a falsehood when I hear one. I can smell your power, mageling. You have none left. You are nearly spent. And you, Jin Child, are so fatigued you can barely stand.
That may be true, but stand we shall.
Since we're being so honest with each other, you don't look too healthy yourself.
The journey here was long and difficult. I used much of my energy getting here.
So you're just as tired as we are. That's called a stalemate, friend.
I do not wish to fight. I have no quarrel with either of you. I am merely hungry. Feed me, and I will return home.
That is all? What type of food do you require?
On this plane of existence, human flesh is all that will sustain me.
Of course it is. That's not gonna happen. Sorry.
Agreed. We cannot allow that. Depart in peace. There need not be bloodshed.
I need to feed. I will die otherwise.
The lady asked you to leave.
You give me orders?
I summoned you. I do have that right.
If you have the will to enforce it.
Right. So, leave. I commanded. Return across the void from where you came.
Eli, he is not leaving.
I could see that.
Can we do anything at this point? Thank you for the bits.
You created no summoning circle, no spells of binding, no means of holding me.
Look, it was my first exorcism, okay?
Neophyte mage, playing with forces you don't understand.
I'm mage enough to burn you into a greasy smudge.
Oh, we're just repeating the dialogue here. We got to do something, don't we?
I
Nothing
know
happens.
a falsehood when I hear one.
Can we just bop him on the head with this? Oh, he ate our face.
I can smell your power, mageling.
Okay,
You
not what we
have
want to do.
none left. You
Heavily
are
stained
nearly
tablecloth.
spent.
Let's take that. Trash and more trash.
Jin Child, are so fatigued you can barely stand.
That may be
Can we
true,
use this
but
here?
stand we shall.
Nothing happens.
Since we're being so honest with each other, you don't look too healthy yourself.
Can't combine them.
The journey here was long and difficult. I used much of my energy getting here.
This.
So you're just as tired
Trash
as
and
we
more
are.
trash.
That's called a stalemate, friend.
Copper wire.
I do not wish to fight. I have no quarrel with either of you.
Okay, let's try something here. We
I
got to do
am
something with the
merely
electric, I
hungry.
think.
Feed me, and I will return home.
That is all? What type of food do you require?
On this plane of existence,
There you go, copper
human
wire.
flesh is all that will sustain me.
Of course it is. That's not gonna happen. Sorry.
Agreed. We cannot allow that. Depart in peace. There need not be bloodshed.
Alright, I think we need to move this.
I need to feed. I will
There.
die otherwise.
And then we bring him
The lady
here.
asked you to leave.
You give me orders?
I summoned you. I do.
If we turn
have
this
that
on,
right.
will we electrocute him? He's not actually standing in there.
If you have the will to enforce it.
Right. So, leave. I commanded.
30 cloth.
Return across the void from where you came.
Thing happens. Let's try this one more time. No, we ate our face off again. Okay.
I could see that.
Mageling, you created no summoning circle.
So this water is
no
now electrocuted,
spells of
right?
Binding, no means of holding me.
Look, it was my first exorcism, okay?
Neophyte mage, playing with forces you don't understand.
Ah, okay.
I'm mage enough to burn you into a
So
greasy
what do we just do?
smudge.
We stop the water from flow. Oh, the water's flowing towards
I
him
know
now.
a falsehood when I hear.
All right, let's electrocute this guy. Pretty cool.
That was creatively done.
Yeah. Nice work.
Someone had to do something. You guys obviously weren't.
Look, pal, under most circumstances, I would have been happy to burn that guy to a crisp. But my magic's tapped out. I used it all up saving you.
And he returned the favor to both of us.
He's still alive?
Such agony. What manner of pain is this?
Well, if I'm gonna rip his face off and we're gonna eat it, then I'll share it with everybody in the channel. What are you waiting for? Kill it about 10,000 volts. I couldn't let you harm anyone.
I am merely hungry. That stench. It can't be. You, a demon spawn? On this plane?
Are you talking to me? There was a demon inside me, but not anymore.
The corruption is still thick within you. Why do you come here to torment me?
There is no demon. I got rid of it.
You are a fool. The corruption lingers.
Creature, you are at our mercy. Return home through the void at once.
You know I cannot. I used all my energy to get here. I will not survive the return journey without food. I must feed on human flesh. In this world, nothing else will sustain me.
This thing eats people? We should let it go. What about the dead bodies inside? Yeah, we could feed it the dead bodies, right?
What? That's... Ugh.
Does the demon spawn speak true? There is meat inside this building?
Yes. Yes, there is. Slaughtered only hours ago.
Fresh meat. That is perfect. Let me consume my fill, and I will leave you in peace.
I do not think I can do that. It would draw too much attention. The police are bound to notice.
Not to mention the victims inside are innocent. They have families, loved ones. They'll want closure.
I am innocent too, Mageling. You summoned me. I merely answered. Would you kill me just for that?
It speaks true, Eli. What is your decision?
Wait, you're putting this on me?
Yes.
Your fault, Eli.
I'm not the one that has to cut that thing's throat. I can't decide that for you.
Let's just feed him.
It was your magic that brought it here. The choice is yours.
You're the one with the sword.
Yes. It is the most
Let him
practical
feed.
solution.
Ugh, I'm gonna be sick.
Rise, creature. Eat your fill and be gone. Are you finished?
Please, please, please be finished.
Yes. I believe I can make the return journey and survive. Thanks be to you, Genchild, Mage, Demon Spawn. I shan't trouble you again.
Shan't trouble you again. Yeah, he did need a
It is
Snickers.
done. It is over.
Thank God. Let's get out of here.
Soylent Green, or as they call it nowadays,
All
matcha.
in all, this was eventful.
Yeah, eventful.
We did fine work this night.
We all did.
Agreed. You showed immense fortitude, especially for one in your situation.
Well, thank you. That's me, full of fortitude.
Humor. Good. You will need that. Listen closely to me. 1 year has passed since your possession. You're wanted by the police for many violent crimes.
You certainly can't go back to that bar of yours.
Indeed. Although I could certainly use a drink after tonight. The demon that infested you, that creature we just defeated, mere taste of what is out there.
And they just keep coming. We need manpower. Look, you saw us in action tonight. It's obvious we need all the help we could get.
Just as it is obvious your old life is gone. But we can help. We can give you a new identity, a new life, a new purpose.
Normally there's a vetting process, but you more than proved yourself tonight.
So, what say you? Will you join us?
I'll need to think about it. Count me in. You guys are obviously hopeless without me. Well, I got rid of the demons, so...
Say that again after my powers recharge.
None of us are at full strength. Come, we can find suitable sleeping arrangements back at our headquarters.
Ooh, sleeping
Sounds
arrangements.
great. By the way, my name's Eli. This is Mandana.
Welcome to the Unavowed, my friend. Trust me, your life will never be the same.
Interesting start to this game. I like how you were able to choose the backstory. Nice touch. And whether you want to be male or female, or, you know, have them choose it pretty much, I would think that would be the third option. Outside, you can see the hustle of downtown nightlife on the street below. A whole pot of espresso just for you. Somehow it's always hot. Let's have some espresso, baby. Can we drink the coffee? Can't drink the coffee. Little brass elephant with a memento of Siam written on the underside. Framed photo hangs on the wall near the bed. Look at it. Wow, that's everybody we pretty much killed. An old photo of yourself, Sammy, Logan, Jonah. How did this get here? Faded poster of a heavy metal band, Axis of Weevil. There's certainly some electric reading matter in this bookcase. Eclectic, not electric. Empty stained sea chest. We can't open this, right? La Fontaine cognac. Someone has good taste. Uh-huh. Scratched up violin and bow. Can we play it? Apparently we cannot. This door leads downstairs. Okay, so let's save it. This is pretty cool. The voice acting is top notch as usual. Autosave. I can't do a new file. Oh, because I hit load, I didn't hit save. Apartment. Let's do this. He's always ready for battle. Sharp little knives dot the surface of this target. Training dummies covered with deep scratches. Mandana moves with practiced precision. Not a drop of sweat on her. Various looking weapons decorate the wall. Let's take the sword.
Please do not disturb those.
Do not
It
disturb
took
them.
centuries to arrange them just the way I like them.
Okay. What about this? Can we take that?
Please do not disturb those. It took centuries to arrange them just the way I like them.
Can't do that yet. What about the coat of armor?
That helmet is cursed. Any warrior who dons it would find their head squeezed until it breaks. I would be wary of touching it.
Talk to her.
You are awake. Did you sleep well?
I had some odd dreams.
Yes. That is quite normal from what I am told. Introduction to the supernatural world can often have unpredictable effects on the mundane mind. It may take some time for you to process it all.
Came out of a bottle and I'm not freaking out. I'm processing it, okay?
I believe you might be right, especially if last night is any indication. I think you are going to make this transition just fine. And this is good, because there is so little time to waste. My father Kalash is waiting to speak to you in the room beyond the red drapes. When you are ready, seek him out. In the meantime, relax and explore the facility. I will be here if you have any questions.
Just relax. The old stone steps are black wit is that suit. Oh, okay. Interesting how they rendered that flame and almost.
Hey! Don't surprise a fire mage like that. Bad idea. Anyway, hi. You settling in okay?
This place is cool. You're throwing fire. This place is pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess it kind of is. Where else can you see a guy throw fire without paying for it? But seriously, it took me a while to get used to this stuff. It's not gonna happen for you overnight, but you'll get there. Faster than you think. Anyway, I'm sure you want to walk around. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Let's have a look around. Can I ask you a few questions first? Let's ask them.
I don't see why not.
We talk about the Unavowed. That's the group we're in, right? I'm curious about yourself, about last night. A photo appeared on my wall. Do you know how we got there? That's what I want to ask.
You too, huh? Wasn't long after I joined up that my first photo appeared. Scared the hell out of me. It's something to do with this building. It wants you to remember who you are, who you were. Don't think about it too hard. I've been here 50 years and I still don't know how it works.
Can we talk about the Unavowed?
I know a little bit about that. What do you want to know?
What does the Unavowed do?
Well, we're sort of supernatural police. Sometimes there's a threat that only we can handle, and we go and handle it. Well, I say sometimes, but lately it's been a lot more than that.
How long has the Unavowed been around?
Gosh, a really long time. Sorry. If you're looking for a history lesson, Mandana or Kalash are the ones to ask. As far as I'm concerned, we do good work. That's all that matters.
How come I've never heard of you guys before?
You know, I wondered the same thing when I first joined. I mean, we're careful. We use veils. I don't throw fire around Times Square or anything. But the real secret, nobody notices us. It's kind of uncanny. Mundanes go through crazy mental tricks to pretend we're not there. So maybe the mundane world isn't ready for us yet. But they will be. They won't have a choice the way things are going.
More threats? How much is a lot more?
Let me put it this way. There are 732% more threats than there used to be, give or take 0.5. A year ago, we'd usually be called out once a month, if at all. Now it's almost every day. And me and Mandana, we're the only ones dealing with it. Until now, anyway.
Let's talk about something else.
Sure.
Curious about you.
I guess if we're gonna work together, we should know each other. Ask away.
How long have you been with the Unavowed?
Since the Nixon administration. I'm, older than I look.
Okay. So how old are you?
No, I'm 92. It's the magic. Keeps me young. No surgery required.
Right.
Yeah, it is what it is, okay? I'm a mage. We live long lives. End of story.
Why do you live down here?
Why do you think? Fire mage here. I could easily burn this place to the ground if I'm not careful. I needed a place to practice, and a room insulated with stone was the obvious choice. Besides, I don't feel the cold, so it's quite cozy down here.
Well, a female NPC, I could ask him. He's not female. Never ask a woman her age, right? Is he threatening us? I don't know. He might be. You're a wizard. No, he's not a wizard, he's a mage. There's a difference.
Ooh, never use the word wizard. It's a social faux pas or something. I'm a mage with a capital M. The capital is also important. At least that's what the books tell me. I never actually met another mage to find out.
Wow. I guess that's the equivalent of calling a nerd a gamer or a gamer a nerd, I guess. I don't know. Mr. Wizard here. Should ask him if he knows the wizard woo. Doesn't have fire hurt.
Kind of tingles, but that's it. It's kind of like playing with light, at least when it touches my flesh. Clothes, though, I can burn them clear off and I won't even notice. Took about a decade and a dozen indecent exposure arrests before I managed to make my clothes fireproof.
But we've established that the wizard woo is a wizard. He's not a mage. I wonder if they know each other. Enough about you. Let's talk about someone else.
Sure.
About last night.
You had time to process it? I know I have. To be honest, I'm just glad the exorcism worked. Took 4 days of concentration to prepare that spell. I gave it everything I had.
4 days?
Well, yeah. When you deal with demons, you don't leave anything to chance. Not to mention lightning. If I hadn't prepared, it could have fried you. Not to mention me. I just wish I hadn't summoned that thing. I know the creature was technically blameless, but I'm still not sure we made the right call. Still, I suppose it's too late now.
So, I think a mage... This is my theory. Mages are derived from, because of name, mage, magician. They're more of illusionists. Whereas a wizard is more methodical. Like a wizard would mix potions, you know, read old tomes and stuff. Whereas the mage just kind of draws his power and just kind of runs with it, I guess. I don't know. It's correct, but I don't know the difference. Yeah. I'll have to look that one up, I guess. That's just my theory, though. And I would think a wizard is more of an expert at what he does. I think a mage is a little lower on the totem pole. Not an apprentice, but definitely, like, a wizard is, like, you know, in higher regard. Which is why he works for the king. You wouldn't see, like, a mage working for, like, royalty or anything like that. About last night.
You had time to process it? I know I have. To be honest, I'm just glad the exorcism worked. Took 4 days of concentration to prepare that spell. I gave it everything I had. I just wish I hadn't summoned that
Oh, we heard this already.
thing. I know the creature was technically blameless, but I'm still not sure we made the right call. Still, I suppose it's too late now.
We fed him dead people, it's fine.
Right.
leave
See you
him.
around.
What do we have here? Fire extinguishers. A wise precaution. Good reason to have fire extinguishers. An old photo of a quaint suburban house. Beckett. Wonder if this is where he lived. The precisely calculated fireball trajectories. An old photo of Eli and a woman in a wedding dress. His wife in it. Scrawled list of obscure formulas. It's all Greek to you. Black and white photo of 2 young girls. Daughters? He's 92, so he definitely lived in the 50s. Like, that was his peak time. Alright, we're out. Yeah, we're gonna set off the fire alarm indeed. Was there even a fire alarm there? No, there's no fire alarm. They're wise not to install one. Off indeed. Let's go talk to her father. We're like in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Anybody see that movie? What this reminds me of. This is pretty cool. I really like that movie, by the way. Well, the comic book was better. An ornate lamp glowing gently. A blue-green crystal glowing the mysterious inner light. Colorful painting of a mother and child. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. That movie was... I liked that movie. I know it didn't make a lot of money in the box office, but it was pretty good, and I think it was well casted. Peter Wilson was really good in it. Fine selection of aged spirits, mostly Scotch. Smoke dances up the chimney from the warm embers of the fire. This bottle emits a faint hum. Go talk to him.
Hmm? Oh, you're the new one, aren't you?
Was either this to get arrested? No. Yeah, I'm here to join the Unavowed.
Nobody joins the Unavowed, boy. We serve it. We are the wall against the darkness. As for me, I am Kalash. I am a Jinn of the Ancient Kingdom, and I run this branch of the Unavowed. And you? You were possessed. How'd you let that happen?
Didn't exactly let it happen.
You picked up that book, didn't you? Exercised that precious free will of yours? Yes, as I thought. In my day, even a newborn babe had wits enough to leave books of demonic evil alone. Mundanes today don't know they're born. The world has gotten soft. Needs toughening up. How tough are you, new boy?
First of all, we did not know what the book was about. We just took the book because we were trying to take it off the hands of someone who was trying to kill himself. I stopped that monster in the alley.
Yes. While its back was turned, a child would be victorious in those circumstances. No, no. You have yet to experience your true crucible, but it will come. Oh, yes, it will come. At any rate, we have much to discuss and much to do. Settle in, talk to the others, get the lay of the land. I will call our meeting when you are ready.
Stay a while and listen. Okay, he's gonna call a meeting while we're ready. When we're ready. Can we go outside?
I don't believe I gave you permission to leave.
No, we can't. Alright, let's go hang out with the other people. She never gives us any time with the swords, right? Because she doesn't want us to touch them.
Yes?
Can we talk about the Unavowed?
Certainly. What is your question?
What does the Unavowed do exactly?
We are peacekeepers. We protect the mundane world from the threats of the supernatural. We help who we can, destroy ones we must, and recruit those who are willing. With you, I suppose we did all three.
How long has the Unavowed been around?
As a whole, for thousands of years. But the New York branch is only 400 years old. As long as there is need of us, we will be here.
How come I never heard of you before?
We do not exactly advertise our presence. We prefer it that way. But the truth is, the last century has seen a diminishing need for our services. Things have certainly changed.
Yes, they have. Changed?
Yes. Supernatural threats have been escalating. It happened so suddenly, we were caught unprepared. We had become complacent. We have not been recruiting. You are the first new recruit in decades. The first of many, we hope.
I'd like to ask you about something else.
I will do my best to answer.
I have a question about yourself.
Me? What do you want to know?
So are you a genie?
The term is Jinn. And yes, on my father's side. And no, I do not grant wishes.
How long have you been with the Unavowed?
When was this city founded? 1624. Yes, I was just a child, but it was around that time.
You're 400 years old?
418. No, 19. My birthday was last month. It is difficult to keep track, but Father always remembers. I will do my best to answer.
Ask her about something else. Can you tell me about Eli?
Eli is my partner, and a dear, dear friend. We have saved each other's lives more often than we can count. You and he have much in common. He was once mundane, like yourself. I would recommend asking him about his transition. It might help with your own.
There's a photo of me in my room. Who put it in there?
I do not know. I am not being facetious. I honestly do not know. This building has housed many agents over the centuries, and they too have been given gifts. Photographs and portraits of loved ones, precious possessions long since lost. We do not question it. We merely accept it and be thankful for it.
About last night.
Last night, yes. You gave us quite the chase. We know nothing about the demon that was inside you, but it was a wily thing.
I didn't hurt you, did I?
You hurt nobody. Your demon hurt several. It was taunting us, dancing just out of our reach, slaughtering whomever it could. But we got it in the end. Regardless of what happens next, we stopped it. We can all take comfort in that. Last night? Yes. We know it was, but we can all...
Master dot. There's no more questions.
Thank
Let's
you.
leave her. Alright. So we need to talk to her father to go to the next moment in the game, I think. Let's just have one more look up here. We can get up there. Like we can. Let's go talk to Eli one more time, and then we'll proceed.
Hey, what's up?
No,
Right.
same dialogue.
See you around.
Alright, let's go talk to Kalesh.
What is it? You ready to start the meeting?
We talk about the Unavowed.
I might know a thing or two about that.
What does the Unavowed do?
We're the wall against the darkness, the protectors of the mundane world. We might not be what we once were, but we are here, and that is all that matters.
How long has the Unavowed been around?
Nobody knows for sure, not even I. But this branch is exactly 393 years old. I know because I founded it.
Okay. How come I never heard of the Unavowed before? That's kind of a stupid question at this point. You founded this place?
Yes, this city was becoming a force to be reckoned with the supernatural forces to match. There was important work to be done. I volunteered, and here I am still.
How come I never heard of the Unavowed before?
That's gratitude for you. Used to be. You mundanes would beg us for help if a cat looked at you funny. But yes, I won't deny it. Supernatural threats became fewer and further between over the last century. There was little reason for mundanes to think of us at all. But things have changed.
I remember that genie from that show. My sister used to watch it all the time, and I'd walk in and just sit there and watch her watch it. Be like, what is this crazy show? Now looking back, it was probably one of, like, pure genius. I'd like to talk about something else. Changed.
Yes, supernatural threats have risen exponentially. It's been difficult to contain. We need to fill our ranks. You are the first in a long line of many, I hope.
Remember, Lawrence Fishburne got his start on that show. And Rob Zombie, when they were actually doing the first season of the show in New York, Rob Zombie was a stagehand. He's trying to get his band off the ground. And the majority of his bandmates, he said in an interview, worked with him on the set. He never really met Pee-wee or befriended him or anything like that, like rumors say, but he worked on the set to that show. I'd like to talk about something else.
Well, spit it out.
I'd like to ask you about people we know.
I do not indulge in idle gossip. If you want to know of someone, ask them.
About last night.
Not now. My opinion will be given during the meeting, rest assured.
Call the meeting?
Indeed. The time for waiting is past.
Father, you met our latest recruit?
Yes. I admit he doesn't look like much, but we'll see what this life makes of him.
We were all neophytes once, Kalash.
Most of us, Mage Beckett. Most of us.
So what are we talking about? I'm right here, you know. Quiet and wait. Let's just keep quiet and wait.
I have read the reports on your last mission. Mage Beckett, is it true you summoned a void creature?
Yes, by accident. I swear.
Irrelevant. Magic is unpredictable. I understand this. What I don't understand is why you let it feed on human corpses. What will the mundane authorities think when they find tooth marks on the victims?
The creature was both a danger and an innocent. We reached a compromise. That is all.
We'll be the ones compromised if the two of you aren't more careful.
It was my doing. I'm surprised they didn't blame it on me. It was my idea. What do you mean, the three of you? Don't blame them. It was my idea. Okay.
That may be, but you had no authority over them. It was their choice to make.
Father, regardless of our choices, the void creature is gone. We have a more pressing concern.
Yes, you let the demon escape. Your mission was a failure.
They saved me. I wouldn't call that a failure.
Saving you was a side objective, nothing more.
Saving people isn't a side objective, sir.
And how many might now die because you let the demon escape?
I was so close. I had it contained, but it was stronger than I expected.
I see. This is becoming distressingly commonplace.
Nevertheless, Eli speaks the truth. We underestimated the threat.
Then that will have to be sufficient. And now to the next item at hand. Your next mission.
So soon? I only just got here. Alright, my first mission. Just keep quiet. I don't want to be a wise ass. I don't want to piss him off. Papa Smurf! I could kind of see it, but... not exactly.
You don't say much, do you? Well, that needs to change, starting right now. I have detected void activity in the East Village, somewhere close to Astor Place. You are to travel there, determine the cause of the disturbance, and neutralize
Wrong hat, yep. What do you mean by neutralize?
it. It means do whatever it takes.
Are you sure he's ready to go out into the field so soon?
These are dangerous times. Dark forces are coming. We don't have the time for traditional training. If he isn't able to handle it immediately, we might as well kill him now. Trial by fire, sink or swim, do or die. You want to prove yourself to the Unavowed, new boy? Now is your chance. Meeting adjourned.
Well, I guess that settles that.
Astor Place. I haven't been to Astor Place in ages. The weird thing about Astor Place, it had on opposite corners at one point, it had 2 Starbucks. So if you got too lazy to cross the street, there was a Starbucks on one side. If you were on the other side, you didn't have to cross the street to go to a Starbucks. It was ridiculous. They changed all that though. NYU took over the whole area of the Astor Place corner and just made it all into dorms and school buildings because, you know, that's what they got to do to every place in the city. So who's in charge? Trial by fire? I guess we should get going. Who's in charge?
None of us.
Yeah, we're a team. Try not to forget that. Anyway, we're ready when you are.
Alright, you guys are ready when I am. Use Eli, use Madonna. What do you mean by use them? Oh, have, like, direct them to do something? Can I go in here and get a sword? Am I allowed to do that now?
Please, we should not waste time.
No, she's not gonna let
the
me.
subways are super slow this time of night.
Got that right. Mission 1. I'm liking this game. This game is pretty cool. And obviously we're in the village somewhere, so we're kind of like, you know, hanging out in Doctor Strange's mansion, I would think. This imposing door leads down to the street. Let's go. And we're on the train. They accurately got the train right.
Looks like the K train is down. Again.
Eli, the K train was discontinued in 1988.
That is accurately correct.
Was it? I could swear I took it to the Museum of Natural History not too long ago.
You did, in 1986.
Yeah, there was a K train. It doesn't exist anymore.
So, I guess we won't be taking the K train.
No, we will not.
look at the subway map. Astor Place Station, East Village. Stay on the train for now. Let's just stay. Click to choose your destination. That's pretty cool
We're
interface
tapping
here.
the edge of your book.
I am?
Yes, it is quite aggressive.
Okay. Let's choose our destination.
Mine must have wandered. Sorry about that. I'll
Astor Place Station, East Village. This would actually be a 6 train. Manhattan, Astor Place, 8:30.
Still raining.
At least nothing's here waiting to kill us.
Well, the night is young.
The Alamo sculpture, aka the cube, has been here for as long as you remember. So that cube really does exist. They'll come at Nick's with New York subway trivia. I know a lot of useless facts about the New York City subway. So when you get off at Astor Place, there is a cube there. The cube used to rotate, and people would sit at the base of it, so you could accidentally knock somebody in the head with the cube and knock them out. So they fixed the cube so they wouldn't rotate anymore, but then it started rotating again. That's my story about the cube. When you do see it, don't ever sit underneath it. Looks like this building site was long abandoned not too long ago. What is this? Look at the cube. The street leads further eastward into Alphabet City. So if you go straight east from Astor Place, you get to like First Avenue, and then after First Avenue, you get to Avenue A, B, C, D. Let's not consider the best place. What do you mean by cube? Oh, that one, didn't see it. Yeah, so this cube is at Astor Place. It's a landmark of sort, but it's just this big black cube that's there. Braxton, thank you for banning that guy. Boom. You're quick on the draw. I like that. Thank you very much.
You seem troubled. Is something the matter?
Maybe we should walk around the block. There's a cop there. I'm a wanted criminal.
So there is, but you have nothing to fear from him. Not with the veil in place.
The veil? What veil?
Yeah, it became active when you signed up with us. It just disguises your identity. Anyone looking at you sees slightly different features.
You are not the first new recruit to arrive with complications in the mundane world. The veil prevents awkwardness all around.
Yeah, I have a very low tolerance for that as well, especially today. For some reason, there was a lot of BS going on. By the way, Dr. Goa, welcome back from your errands. Great. Wouldn't want things to be more awkward than they are, so nobody I know will recognize me?
Nobody in the mundane world, no.
Yes.
The veil only works on mundanes. Supernatural beings and the void touch can see through it easily, but that law enforcement officer, he will pose no threat.
Law enforcement officer will pose no threat. Let's go, unless there's something else you forgot to tell me.
No, there's nothing else.
Let us continue, shall we?
Okay. We've poured many drinks for cops over the years. This one looks like he doesn't touch it at all.
Evening, sir.
What happened here?
Who wants to know?
He's making conversation. You look like you could use some.
Yeah, no kidding. This job can really take it out of you sometimes. I'll tell you one thing. You see a lot of bad people in this line of work, but it takes a special kind of nasty to torch a homeless shelter.
A homeless shelter? That's not good.
Yeah, a neighborhood full of corporate chains, and they attacked this place.
Was anyone hurt?
A few people killed. A lot of people with second or third degree burns.
That is horrible.
I won't argue with that. I was here when the rescue team arrived. They were carted off to Beth Israel Hospital. People here, they don't exactly have medical insurance.
That's quite possible, Dr. Goer. The Waldorf Astoria was in New York. I'm assuming this was named after John Jacob Astor and his wife. I really don't know why it's called Astor Place, but it's pretty accurate depiction of the place. Minus the Starbucks that used to be there back in the day. Are you sure it wasn't arson?
That's how we're treating it. Until we know otherwise, we're treating it like a crime scene. Which means, stay back.
Not yet, Jattlers. I own all of them. We're gonna get to them at some point. This game was chosen first, so they're on my backlog. We'll get them sure enough. And I do want to play through the whole series, so if they do get picked, we'll probably play them back to back, the whole entire series.
Yeah, you could say that. Wouldn't be here if I had the choice, believe me.
I better get going.
I don't blame you. See ya.
Alright. We go inside. That we cannot do. This building has been reduced to cinders quite recently from the look of it. Alphabet City continues further east.
Evening, sir.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. See ya.
Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, I definitely recommend doing all 5 in a row. They're not even that long of games.
Right? You look a little...
Oh. What's happening? Flashback.
Where are you taking me?
I'm taking you out of the cold. That's all you need to know. I need your help. You need mine. Perhaps we can help each other. This building is a safe place.
I'll do whatever you want. Just help me. Please.
Follow me in here.
Did you see that?
I did.
Neuromorphic projection. I've read the theories, but never thought. I think he's coming out of it.
Are you all right?
I'm not sure.
You seem okay. I mean, you didn't hit your head or anything.
You had a vision. We saw it as well.
A vision from your past. Well, your demon's past, technically. This area must have kick-started your brain into remembering. There was some psychic spillover. We could see it too.
Spillover?
Yeah, psychic runoff. Try not to think about it too hard.
This building the demon entered. It used to house the Village Eye.
The newspaper? Didn't it go out of business a few years ago?
Indeed it did. What was your demon self doing here?
Started up a newsletter for demons? Let's get in and find out. As long as I don't have another vision, I don't care. That hurt. Let's just go in. I'm curious. By the way, there is no Village Eye. It's called the Village Voice.
Agreed. We are wasting time.
Right. Enough jabbering. Let's go.
Alright, in we go.
Well, that just figures, doesn't it?
And actually, their offices are on Astor Place. You can access your companion's abilities via the inventory bar. So I need to get in. Can she access this?
It is done. Be aware that if law enforcement questions me, I am compelled to tell the truth.
Argue now. Let's go in.
It smells very human in here.
The inner workings of the Village Voice.
Half a dozen at least.
I mean, I.
Wasn't there a homeless shelter around the corner? Why live here?
It could be pride. Or perhaps they gathered here for a specific purpose.
I'm guessing it wasn't a slumber party.
That is doubtful.
Colorful graffiti explodes on the wall. These steps lead downstairs into the darkness. A sign on the door reads Jordan. If there were ever CPUs attached to these monitors, they're long gone. I would have stolen the computers too. Let's go through the door. See what Jordan has to say. Jordan.
Huh. Only one bed in here.
Yes, this room was designated to separate one individual from the rest. Someone of importance, most likely. Or someone undesirable.
So this room either belonged to a cult leader or a prisoner.
Most likely.
Water-stained mattress. How do you know that's water that's staining it? An old beat-up cabinet. Password equals heart, or PW equals heart. I'm assuming that's the password to the computer over there. Found nothing.
I might not know a lot about those things, but don't they need electricity to work? I don't think the power's on in this place.
We gotta turn on the power. Let's go downstairs and see if we can turn it on. Oh!
Do not be alarmed. That was just a lost spirit. What you would call a ghost. They are harmless.
Harmless?
Yeah. They can't exactly do anything, can they?
They have no physical form. We cannot interact with them, nor they with us. It is best to leave them be.
I was thinking that too, Dr. Go. I was actually thinking the library ghost from the first Ghostbusters, the librarian. That seems a bit cruel. Shouldn't we try and help it?
40 years ago, I would have joined you, but Mondana's right. There's nothing we can do for them.
Death is part of the mundane world. We do not get involved. Let us move forward.
Is this music too loud? Is it drowning out the voices? Drowning out the voices? Maybe make it a little quieter. Right about there. Okay, let's go down. Cats and dogs living together in mass hysteria.
Ow! God damn it.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. I tripped over... I have no idea. Can't see a damn thing.
Meager light barely pierces the gloom down here. It was a really good game that I streamed, but it also had a bug where I couldn't proceed because the door was closed, was the Ghostbusters game. The voice acting was top-notch, it was all the right, same actors, and it was a really good game. Just that bug ruined it. Wait a minute. Can't you just light a fire? There you go.
Weird. Come on.
Is there a problem?
The darkness, it's fighting the light.
It always does.
I'm being literal. Whatever's down here, it's interfering with my magic.
Turn on that light switch.
Not sure what you're trying to do there. The fuse is obviously blown.
Blown fuse? Can we get him to walk a little further in?
Whatever's down here, it's interfering with my magic. We're going to need a mundane source of light if we want to see anything.
A mundane source of light. So it originally came out on the PS2, and the Xbox 360. The one that took a while to get re-released. It's the one with the actual actors. It's basically considered the third movie. What was it called? Let me look it up. Ghostbusters, the video game, remastered. That's basically what it was called. It's a great game. It does have a little bug here and there, but it was a lot of fun.
Not sure what you're trying to do.
Alright, so we need a light source and a fuse.
Do these drawings on the wall mean anything to you, Mondana?
I cannot decipher their meaning, but I do get a sense of reverence.
Reverence. Like worship?
It is only a feeling.
So we have the password to computer. We need some kind of light source. Is there a lamp here that he can light on fire, like a gas lamp or something? What's in this room again?
This wall drawing means nothing to me. Eli?
Me neither. Although it's different from the art in the other room.
How so?
Outside it was more vibrant, colorful, more creative. It had passion. The art in here is just patterns.
Patterns.
You can see them if you know how to look for them.
Interesting. I do not know what that means yet, but interesting.
The graffiti spirals into itself, trying to follow it makes your eyes water. So there's nothing our buddy here can light on fire to create like a lamp, light source, right? Can he light anything on here on fire? Cannot. Alright, let's exit and we'll come back. Yes, that's right. He did Amazon, which I've never played. I have the island, the sinking island. Siberia 2 is better than Siberia 1 in my opinion. The ending was pretty interesting. Yeah, Siberia is the peak of his games. Love Siberia. You might also want to look at Still Life. He didn't do that, but it's from the same company, Microids. Put it out. Images of Sammy and Jonah flash throughout your mind. I'll never look at a bar the same way again. Right. Let's have a look around. We need a light source to go in there. This is like Tompkins Square Park, ain't it? Her eyes are closed and she's softly humming to herself. Hi.
She's lost in her own world. Maybe we should just leave her alone.
Rough night to be out?
Rough or not, she doesn't seem to mind.
Oh, yeah. Remember that game? You had to help me out with that? Oh, well, somebody helped me out. I thought it was you, but, Postmortem. So, Postmortem is the precursor to Still Life. The character who's in Still Life basically is the daughter of the man who's, or grandchild of the man who's in Postmortem, the main character. He makes an appearance in Still Life. There's like a chapter with him. You play as him. I've never played Still Life 2 because they tried to make it into a Resident Evil type game and it didn't work out very well. See anything odd around here?
Don't think she'd even notice if she did.
She's not going to talk to us. Why? What's that you're humming?
Whatever it is, it's catchy.
I tried. We kept looking for fifth thing and that was missing and there were only 4. Yeah, I remember now. I remember. So, Postmortem has a problem with the puzzles because the game plays at a different resolution than it originally was, and the puzzles don't scale, and the artwork for the puzzles doesn't scale. So you actually need a guide to find out exactly where to press and point out what's different in that one puzzle. Because the actual hit points on the painting are completely off because of the scaling of the game. So it's ridiculous. I remember that. That was so annoying. Middle-aged man mumbling to himself and glaring at anyone who approaches. What about her? Hello?
She's not the talkative type, it seems.
I'm not talking to her.
Do not feel obliged to answer. It was a ridiculous question.
He asked you a question.
Leave her be. If she chooses not to speak, we should honor that.
Yeah, you could skip post-mortem. You could just go right into still life. You won't miss much. They kind of recap the story of the first game in the second one. That's it. Alright, let's leave the park. The Temperance Fountain, surrounded by bars and junkies. Another fancy clothing shop. They seem to be popping up all over this area. I need a light. I need to bring a light inside. Can't go to the bar, right? Oops. Clicked off. Did I mention I built a new PC for my son for his birthday? Oh, nice. No, I didn't know that. I was hoping he'd be interested in the build process, but at the end he just wanted to play Fortnite. Anyway, I kind of enjoyed it, but had some pain installing the liquid cooling. Oh, you went with liquid cooling. Only to find out the fans on the liquid cooler radiator are super loud. They have quiet fans out there, but I've never actually built a newer PC, only older ones. We're talking like 2005 and before. So I've never really messed with liquid cooling, but that's cool that you were able to do that. It's too bad you didn't get into it. Can we go in here? No, we can't. Alright, so the homeless shelter got burned down.
Eli, you are scratching the buttons of your coat again with your fingernail.
I am?
Yes. You are not even aware of it, are you?
Why is this a big deal?
It indicates a loss of control. It is minimal, but...
It's okay, he'll get into it eventually. So we can't go anywhere else. Can I ask him about the place around the corner? Do you know anything about the Village Eye building?
They went out of business, didn't they? Squatters were living in that building for a while, but I think they've cleared out.
You let them stay there?
The owner never filed a complaint, so legally we weren't required to investigate. Didn't stop us from keeping an eye on the place, though.
You saw nothing illegal going on in the Village Eye?
Nothing we could see from the outside, no. But to be honest, it wasn't exactly high on our priority list. I don't blame you. See ya.
Alright, that's all we can tell him. Or he can tell us. So we need a light source in here. This looks like the ghost was set on fire. Is he the light source? Or we need a fuse. If we got a fuse...
Yes.
The veil that's on us... is that why nobody can see your swords? What do you know about this area? Any ideas what we should do next? Let's ask her about the veil.
You catch on quick. As long as I keep it sheathed, mundane society will take no notice of it.
50-70, only 50 bucks over MSRP. That's pretty good. Get them while you can, because the prices are only going to go up. 50 series NVIDIAs are barely in stock, and they're 100 to 300 bucks over MSRP. I'm glad I got the 470 when I could, the 4070 when I could. Now I don't have to upgrade for a while. Any ideas on what we should do next? I haven't really followed, since I got the 4070, I haven't really followed specs for new graphics cards and stuff like that. I don't even look anymore. But I'm sure they're quite the upgrade from the 4070.
A light source is needed. This is obvious.
Very obvious. What do you know about this area?
You call this neighborhood the Village. I came of an age when that term actually applied. This street, it was a long dirt road. Homes were palatial estates and were few and far between. This city was larger back then, and yet so much smaller. But let us not dwell on the past. Time marches on. We must march with it or be left in the dust.
Any ideas on what we should do next? Yeah, you know. Can I ask you about ghosts?
I admit to not knowing much about the subject. Eli has made a study of them. I would recommend asking him.
All right.
Agreed.
Eli?
Whatever's down here, it's interfering with my magic. We're going to need a mundane source of light if we want to see anything.
That's all he says. A mundane source of light. Looks like a fuse is blown. So we need a fuse. Where do we find the fuse? Trying to think, was there a fuse back at our headquarters? Oh, we could open the drawer. Maybe there's a fuse in there.
What have you got there? An old fuse? Seems to still be intact.
Use that. Receive the photograph. Interesting. Looks like her. Can we show it to her? Is that a photograph from Mondana? This makes me look at it. Alright, let's go use the fuse. I don't have any intention to game at 4K, really. And I could easily do 2K with the 4070, no problem, especially when doing playing Cyberpunk.
Color me gobsmacked.
It's a forest.
A forest in a basement.
Well, that explains why my fire's so weak down here. Probably a natural defense mechanism for whatever this is.
You could still technically play with a 1080 or 1080 Ti or whatever. I mean, that'll still give you some mileage, but 2080 Ti or 2060, those are like what you really want, I think. Higher end. Starting from there and going up. This blanket is covered with moss and lichen. Uh-oh. Oh!
Well, this just got a lot more complicated.
Whoever this was, their face has been eaten away by some kind of moss. I didn't know moss could eat people. Yeah, the newer cards, it's gonna play some things better. I mean, look, a medieval had RTX, and when we put it on, it just looked pointless. Didn't show much. That was the only game outside of Cyberpunk I ever tried RTX on. In the year I've had this PC. So I was like, let's play with it off.
Male. Early to mid-60s, I believe. The cause of death is difficult to determine.
He's got vines growing out of him.
He's covered in moss.
Yes. This room has quite an abundance of forest life. Your vision. You were familiar with this building. Whatever happened here, you were involved. Or at least your demon self was.
You don't remember anything. No other visions spring to mind.
Not yet. Sorry, I wish I could be more help.
Don't apologize. It's not your fault.
No doubt your demon covered its tracks well before leaving your mind.
So, who is he?
He has no distinguishing marks. He carries no identification. Whoever this is, it remains a mystery.
Is this body yours?
It is a lost spirit. It cannot communicate.
Are you sure about that?
It does appear agitated. Let us leave it be.
Can't talk to it? Could I ask you a few questions?
I don't think it could hear us.
Can you hear me?
Ghosts can't hear us, or see us, or anything to us, actually.
Never mind. Tree stump grows out of the solid concrete. Its surface is covered in... Is that blood? Alright, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go upstairs and turn on that computer. Maybe there's something there for us. Oh, it's on now. Ah, look at this operating system. Journal. Heart. I mean, it's incorrect. It said password equals heart. Love? We have the password. Password equals heart. How do I do an actual heart symbol? Can't be that. Love? Case sensitive? Drawer done. There's a name on the door. Did she open it?
I fail to see how I can be of use there. I fail to see how I can be of use there. I fail to see how I can be of use there.
PW equals heart. Maybe that's what we gotta type in. Whole thing. PW equals heart. How do we make a heart? Love. Heart. Red heart. Let's have another look in here. It's empty. Found nothing. What about out here? See how the red cross is there? The heart will be located right there. Maybe that's the clue. It's a plus symbol. Represent that cross. Thinking too deeply into this. Password equals heart. Love. Love, heart. I'm not sure.
What do you need?
How are you staying so dry? So what do you think we should do? Do you know anything about this area?
We got the power working at least. Maybe that could be put to good use. Kind of. I used to work about 10 blocks north of here, back in my mundane days. It was just factories and warehouses back then, not the university student mecca it is now. Sure, I guess. What do you want to know?
Are all ghosts shapeless gray blobs?
To you and me, yes. We appear the same way to them. It makes communicating with them impossible. Sure.
Yes. We have encountered excessive vegetation and a lost spirit. Among other things, we need more information. That much is certain.
Well, if we need more information, I think we're gonna
Agreed.
get it from the journal. How do we get into this computer? There's nothing else in here. Look at the tree stump. Surprised they actually walk towards the ghost. Nothing. Yeah, I'm really not sure here. Password equals heart. Heart, love. BW, the password? It's the only thing on the PC. Password, is that the password? I mean, if heart refers to the placement of the cross on the graffiti chest, ghost? It's not that. Maybe a lowercase t? Can't just crack this open, huh? Scrap of paper with some symbols on it. Password equals heart. That's what it says. I'm assuming it's PW equals. No, not beyond the computer itself. We do have the wet mattress, though. Take another look at it. A water-stained mattress which has seen better days. Found nothing. Can they find anything?
I fail to see how I can be of use there.
Light it on fire, maybe?
Not sure what you want me to do there. Not sure what you want me to do there.
We do have that weird drawing on the wall.
Yes.
Patterned.
We have encountered excessive vegetation and a lost spirit. Among other things, we need more information. That much is certain. Agreed.
Cabinet door has nothing in it, right? The drawer had the photo. Yeah, it would purify the mattress, cleanse it. These drawers don't open? Computer monitor, but no CPU. Something with him. Maybe he's got something in his pocket. Nothing new. Well, if they're in love... No other heart anywhere. Can he purify it by cleansing it?
Not sure what you want me to do there.
Light it on fire, man. Come on. No reason not to. Love. Incorrect. Jordan. Try Jordan with a capital J this time. Password incorrect.
What do you need? Oh, nothing important, really. You wouldn't be interested. Let's focus on doing what we came here to do. I was an accountant. Maybe later I'll tell you all about it. But for now, let's just keep going, okay?
The boring life of an accountant. How are you staying so dry?
Ancient fire mage secret. Well, no, not really. I just make the water evaporate before it hits me. It's a simple trick, but handy on nights like this. We got the power working at least. Maybe that could be put to good use.
Look, we got the power working, but
we will.
None of these papers can be picked up. I mean, that's the symbol for a heart, right? Rated down 3. Heart Jordan? I would consider a nudge. Definitely consider a nudge. Between the photo of the two lovers and the heart, like I'm assuming one of these people is Jordan and we don't know who the other one is. Maybe not everything I need is here. That's a good point. And you know what? Go talk to the police officer. Can we ask him about the picture?
Evening, sir. I don't blame you.
No, we
See
can't.
ya.
I have a feeling a name of the person next to Jordan in this photo is the password. Oh, you're saying everything I need is in there. Got it. We're supposed to be in there. What does the ghost know?
My magic is kind of weak down here. I couldn't incinerate the body even if I wanted to.
Find answers elsewhere? That's true.
I don't think it could hear us.
Alright. Talk to people here. Could this be the woman in the photo? Got it. Thank you. I forgot to come back here.
Where did you get that?
We're trying to learn what happened at the Village Eye. We'd like to help you if we can. Let's be positive and help her.
Help me.
Thanks, Bryce.
Look, Guy, I've had enough help to last me a lifetime. I might not look it, but I'm fine. Tell everyone that Wendy is fine. You don't need to come out here and... Wait, it's you, isn't it? You've come back.
Who do you think I am?
Don't patronize me. I know who you are. You're the master.
Yes, I'm the master.
Don't know why you sound so surprised. You've done something to your face. You've changed it somehow, but I can tell. It's you.
Curious. She can see past the veil. She must be void-touched.
What touched?
Void-touched. It means...
I don't give a crap what it means. And I don't give a crap about you either, master. Just leave me alone. I already know you're good at that.
Wendy, can you tell me what happened at the Village Eye building?
Why should I?
You seem really troubled. Telling me might help you feel better.
Look, maybe you care, and maybe you don't. It doesn't matter. Not anymore. Not after the way you left us. So get out of here. Take your new followers and go.
Wait, followers?
Followers?
You heard me.
You said I left you. What do you mean by that?
What do I mean? You left. Left us to fend for ourselves, and it all went to shit. Me, I'm back where I started. Others, not so lucky.
Others? What others?
You never cared, did you? All that time, I knew it. I just didn't want to believe it.
Lost my memory. I don't remember anything else. Anything about you or anyone else.
You... what? You're serious, aren't you? You didn't just leave us. You forgot about us.
It's a bit more complicated than that, but yes.
We are trying to piece together what happened. Can you help us?
No, it's done. It's over. If you've forgotten about it, then maybe I can too. Just leave me alone.
There's a ghost in the Village Eye building.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Don't talk about it. Don't even think about it. Just don't.
I found a dead body in the basement in the Village Eye building. I'm pretty sure that's the guy in the photo. And we know who Wendy is, and I'm assuming Wendy is the password. It has to be.
You can't prove a damn thing. I mean, whatever. Don't know a thing about it.
Basement of the Village Eye is half forest.
That's crazy. You're crazy.
Who is the guy in this picture with you?
You really don't remember anything, do you? You've even forgotten Jordan, your precious protege. Well, he's gone. No thanks to you.
Did you tell me about Jordan?
He and I were a thing, kind of. I don't know. We're nothing anymore. He's gone. He left soon after you. He's probably dead. Not that you care. Please, don't come back.
Alright. She's one of our followers, whoever she may be. But at least we know now her name. Wendy.
Just so we are clear, we are not calling you master.
Okay, then don't. Wendy has to be the password. Based on that piece of paper we found. See, I thought that was Mondana in the picture. Like a Twitch follower. Yes, you are all my followers. You shall refer to me as a master. What kind of master am I? I'm not even a social media influencer. Master 242? No. Let's see if Wendy works. Password accepting. Go figure. Entry 1. Master says I shouldn't start the journal explaining who I am and how I got here. I should start this journal explaining who I am and how I got here. My name is Jordan. 3 months ago I was fired from my job at a crappy electronics store. 2 weeks ago my landlord evicted me because I couldn't pay the rent. I was on the street in the middle of this brutal winter. The homeless shelter was completely full. I thought I was going to freeze to death. Master found me. He brought me here. He gave me clothes and warm food. And this laptop. He insists I keep a journal of my experiences here. He also says I shouldn't call him Master. Yeah, don't call me Master. That's fine. I don't care. I am safe here and not leaving. Heck, if it keeps me alive, I'll call him God. Entry 2. The Master brought a few people in. They are all homeless like me. They are all sick. The old guy has lung cancer so bad he is coughing up blood. There's this girl named Wendy who looks to be in incredible pain. Me? It's still cold. It's so hard for me to get warm. But at least I am not dying. Entry 3. Master brought us downstairs. There's a tree growing up through the floor. A tree! Master said this is it. That it is an altar of life, and it will protect us and heal us if we do the same. He will teach us how. All we have to do is let him cut us, and we bleed on the altar. Entry 4. Oh my god. The energy man. Oh my man, it's incredible. I am warm. I am warm. So warm. It feels so good. Entry 5. I've never felt this good. The cold has completely left my body. The old guy's cough is gone. He's even breathing normally. And Wendy is walking around without any pain. Praise the Master. Entry 6. There were 7 of us now. Master has been cutting us every few weeks. It seems crazy, but we heal up right away. And we're healthy. That's the important thing. Praise the Master. We'd be dead if it wasn't for him. We all would. Entry 7. Merry Christmas. The tree is growing. There's grass on the floor of the basement. It's concrete. The Master, anything is possible. We were a really good master to these people, weren't we? Entry 8. The Master needs to leave for a while. And now I'm being put in charge. Me in charge. I'm so honored. Maybe I should password protect this laptop since I'm so important now. Entry 9. It's nice having my privacy, but it's kind of lonely in here. I asked Wendy if she would stay the night with me. She said yes. Entry 10. I cut the old guy. He bled like crazy. He didn't heal. I had to run out for bandages. Thank God he's okay. Why would you cut the guy? Entry 11. It's freezing in here. I turned the radiator up full blast. It does nothing. So he's no longer feeling the warmth from the tree. Entry 12. Wendy's limping. The old guy's coughing. I can't stop shivering. The ritual doesn't work anymore. Master, where are you? You've been gone for almost 2 months. Entry 13. Can barely feel keys. Hands are numb. I can't help the people anymore. I can't help myself. Entry 14. I have to leave. I'm sorry, Master. I can't do it. Putting Wendy in charge. I'm sorry. Wow.
Blood rituals used for healing. That is perverse and wrong.
It may be wrong, but it does explain the forest downstairs. It's unspent life energy. It created excess life.
Beauty can hide all manner of evil, Eli. You know this more than anyone.
This is all my fault, isn't it?
We told you before. Don't blame yourself.
Pity yourself later if you must. For now, you must focus.
If I understand that journal right, the ritual stopped working when the The Master left, which means that only you, or rather your demon, could perform it.
Then why leave Jordan in charge?
That's a good question. One more reason to track it down. In the meantime, I really want to know more about this ritual.
Let's get to it. I think now we use the ritual on ourselves and we find out more about it. I'm really liking this story.
What do you need?
I need you to cut yourself onto the tree stump.
According to that journal, someone named Wendy was put in charge of whatever's going on at the Village Eye. I'd say we speak to her.
Alright, let's go talk to Wendy.
I have the feeling we will.
Alright, Wendy. Help us out.
Shit. I knew I should have tossed that computer. Well, the cat's out of the bag now. You proud of yourself, Master?
I wasn't the one doing the blood rituals.
Like hell you weren't. You were the one who taught us. You took us all in. You saved us, I guess. Maybe. Every month you'd do the ritual. You'd cut one of us. We'd bleed on the altar. Then you'd say those words and we'd heal. Better, stronger, faster than before. It was like a drug.
Life energy. That's what you were being fed. That explains the wildlife in the basement. It must be residual life magic.
Whatever it was, it felt good.
What happened next?
It all ended, is what happened. Jordan was so happy when you put him in charge. He tried, he really did. But he just got too sick. But whatever you did to us, the healing, it stopped working when you left. So he put me in charge. Me. And I just made things worse.
You need to tell me what happened now. Why did he put you in charge? Something must have happened while you wouldn't be here. Let's ask her.
I failed everyone. I was supposed to help them, but instead I cut with the knife. I said those stupid words again and again and again. It didn't work, so I had to try harder.
The murdered man in the basement. You took the blood ritual too far.
It was an accident, I swear.
You killed one of your own group. That's probably the old man. Cough.
Yeah, I put him on the altar. I took the knife and I killed him. By accident. I must have been nervous. I thought that was the end of it, but then...
His spirit, it came back.
It was horrible. We couldn't stay. Every time it saw us, it would scream.
So it drove you out.
Yes. And so I came here. I don't want to be around people anymore.
You speak the truth.
You believe me. Hooray.
It is not a matter of belief. I simply know what truth is. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Well, there's no point in lying anymore, is there? The Master here was just as much involved as me. And something tells me you aren't going to turn him in.
So this game takes place in the same universe as the Blackwell games, which I need to play. I hope this doesn't exactly give anything away in those games, but this is a really interesting story. Where's that knife now?
You think I'm an idiot? I tossed it down a storm drain.
Of course you did.
Why did you do that?
Why do you think? It's probably halfway to Jersey by now, and good riddance.
You said you needed healing. What is wrong with you? We got to fix this, don't worry. We're going to fix this.
Don't do me any favors. This mess is yours, Master. Do whatever you like.
You said you needed healing. What was wrong with you?
Cerebral palsy on my left side. It was bad before. I could barely handle sewer duty. It's much worse now.
Sewer duty?
You seriously don't remember? The pipes in the building leaked. Overflow from the sewer. It was disgusting. You couldn't exactly call a plumber, so you made us go into the sewer and drain it from there. We went down there so much, Jordan had to swipe a key to the control panel.
Where's the key to the sewer control panel?
You serious? You never wanted to bother with that before. But whatever. It's to the right of the control panel, behind one of the pipes.
Behind one of the pipes.
Don't do me any favors. This mess is yours, Master. Do whatever you like. If I was lucky, I never would have met you in the first place.
Does have a point. Let's get into that sewer.
She threw the knife down a storm drain. Damn it. I can't blame her, but damn it. Magically imbued tools take weeks to make. I really hope to study it.
Oh wait, there's a manhole cover right there. I wonder if that's what we have to go into. So it's behind one of the pipes. I do not see any pipes here. This pipe? Okay. Think about a pipe. Are there pipes? It's behind a pipe. I mean, these are pipes, but we can't access them for whatever reason. Ask her again.
You serious? You never wanted to bother with that before, but whatever. It's to the right of the control panel, behind one of the pipes.
To the right of the control panel, behind one of the pipes.
If I was lucky, I never would have met you in the first place.
Control panel behind the pipes. What control panel? It's a fuse box. It's not a control panel.
I don't think it could hear us.
Yes. I have no suggestions, but my sword is yours should you have need of it. Agreed.
What do you need? Your demon had a special knife, one that only it could use. Imagine what studying it could tell us. I guess it's a pipe dream, since Wendy threw it into the friggin' sewer. Oh well.
It's a pipe dream.
Your demon had a special... I guess it's a... oh well. I have the feeling we will.
The right of a control panel. Where is there a control panel here? The fuse box. There's nothing underneath this mattress. Empty, empty. There's nowhere else to go, truthfully, so what are we supposed to look for? We light this on fire? No, we're trying to recreate the ritual.
I fail to see how I can be of use there.
I learned long ago that I can't talk to ghosts. Sorry.
None of us can talk to ghosts.
I cannot speak with lost spirits.
Neither can you. Somebody can, though. They're just not here with us, are they?
I am not using my blade on the body.
And talk to the ghost. There's no control panel that I can see. Can't call through the ceiling or anything like that? Control panel. Nothing left on this computer. It's the journal. Papers are covered with ineligible scrawls. Legible. Illegible. Colorful graffiti explodes on the walls.
Not sure what you want me to do there.
Alright. Pipes. What about the sewer here? We can go in there, can't we?
Are you trying to lift a manhole cover with your bare hands?
You never know. Maybe the demon gave him super strength. I guess not. Sorry.
Well, I know how to get in there. She's gonna use her sword to get in there.
Are you lifting with your knees?
Yes. Bracing. Fortuitous that I have kept up my training.
Alright, here we go into the sewer. Sewer level.
At least the rain is washing away most of the smell.
If not the heat, I am positively sweltering. I admit that my knowledge...
Be careful. The heat in this room is kind of off the scale.
Hot steam pours out of the pipe like you guys do. Water in the pool is boiling like a raging kettle. We gotta turn this all off.
That machinery is scalding hot. I should not touch it.
He can touch it, right?
What do you need? I have the feeling we will.
I think he can touch it. I was right.
Eli Beckett. Mage, accountant, and plumber. And sometimes all three.
And the key should be right here by the pipes. Wendy said.
Huh. Looks like Wendy was right.
And this gets used
See
there.
the purpose of that.
Maybe not. Need a key. We have the key.
Perhaps another tactic is in order.
There we go. Gotta use it on the bottom.
Turn it on! For the love of God, turn it back on!
Forgot about this guy.
Wait. Master? Master! Master, is that you?
No, I am not your master.
Please, Master, no, don't turn away from me. Not again. Please. I know. I failed you. I couldn't lead them. I was too weak. I tried so hard, but it was just too much.
You're Jordan, aren't you?
I was, yes. But I'm not sure who I am anymore. Do you remember, Master? How you found me? frozen half to death on the street. I almost died. You saved me. You healed me. Brought me back from certain death.
It wasn't really me. It was the demon that possessed me.
That was no demon. It was you. You were so kind. You showed me how to heal. We were going to heal the entire city. But I couldn't do it without you. When you left, the power left too. The chill, the cold, it came back. I couldn't stop it. It just got worse and worse. I couldn't heal myself, let alone anyone else, so I left. I had to find something, anything that could help me get warm again.
It looks like I found you. So sorry, Jordan.
It's not your fault, Master. Don't blame yourself. You warned me about that spell. I didn't listen. But I was so desperate. I was freezing to death. The bed in that homeless shelter wasn't warm enough. You taught me a spell that would let warmth into my heart. So I spoke it. Then this happened.
He flamed on like a human torch. You were inside the homeless shelter when you cast the spell?
Yes. They were the only ones who would take me in.
No, you misunderstand. The shelter, it burned to the ground.
That's why it burned down.
Was anyone hurt?
Yes, Jordan, people were hurt. Let's focus on helping you for now. Let's not make him feel any more emotional.
Do you really think I can be helped? I don't deserve it. I know I don't, but if there's any chance, help me before I hurt anyone else.
I have some questions first.
Anything you want.
A knife was tossed down here. Have you seen it?
The knife? You mean your knife? Yes, I saw it fall down here. I took it. I hid it, just in case you ever came back.
Could you get it for us? I'd love to study it.
I suppose? After you help me?
Why can't you get the knife for us now? Eli, can you do anything to help him? We spoke to Wendy.
I didn't want to leave them. Wendy, least of all. She leads them now. She's keeping them all safe.
No, no, nobody's safe. Why can't you? Wendy killed someone at the altar.
She what? Why would she do that?
Standard escalation. More blood, more power.
I want this to end. Please, just let it all end.
Why can't you get that knife for us now?
Master, this is all too much. I served you faithfully, then you left when I needed you the most. How do I know you won't leave again? Cure me? Help me? Do that and I will get the knife for you gladly.
Okay, Eli, what can you do?
I've been trying, but the fire is different. It's self-generating, self-sustaining. Even submerging himself in water couldn't snuff him out. I've never seen anything like it. I need to know more about his condition before I can even attempt a cure.
We really would like that knife.
I understand that, Master, and I am truly sorry. Help me find a way to cure me. Anything at all. Then I will return your knife.
Alright, we have no choice. We have to cure this guy.
Thank you.
We'll come
Master.
back. Come back to cure him. So I remember this part of the game. I forget who was playing it when I saw it. Might have been you, Braxton. It might have been
Powerful
Mitchell.
magic he had no business using. He hurt dozens of innocents.
So I guess now we need to go to the orphanage or the homeless shelter.
Evening, sir.
Is there any chance I could take a look around back there?
No. In case it wasn't clear, this is a crime scene, which means stay back.
You need to let me back there.
Oh, really? Give me one reason.
Is it such a big deal? You don't seem like you really want to be here.
Well, no, I don't. What makes you say that?
You are obviously upset about something, and it's just not the rain.
The rain isn't helping, that's for sure. You ever feel helpless? Powerless? Like there's too much shit going on and you can't do a damn thing about it?
Everyone feels like that sometimes.
Yeah, but not everyone is a cop. I'm an officer of the law. I'm supposed to be out there doing something, not stuck behind a desk or here doing guard duty. I know I could make a difference if I was just given a damn chance.
How would you feel about being an unsung hero?
I don't care who gets the credit, as long as the bad guys get put away. Wait, I see what you're getting at. You're serious, aren't you? Yeah, you are. You really think you can help? Jesus, I must be crazy. I must be insane. But something. I don't know what. Something tells me I can trust you. Get inside, and quickly. I'll give a shout if someone comes by.
All right, let's do this. Thank you.
Just get the guy who did this.
Well, we know the guy who did
I
it.
begin to understand why you were hired as a barkeep.
Yeah, you had him eaten out of the palm of your hand.
You have an enviable gift for empathy. We will discuss this later. Let us find what we came for.
A lone locker stands intact amidst the ruins. This has to be it.
Is something the matter?
Ice cold.
Huh, interesting.
How is it possible? This building was on fire not too long ago. Can't be normal ice.
Oh, the ice is perfectly normal. Nothing magic about it. It's the cold that's not natural.
So you believe this is magic related?
Are people still saying, duh? Because, well, duh.
I cannot say I am impressed with the mundane authorities. They should have noticed this when inspecting the site.
Not necessarily. That officer said this place burnt down about a week ago. It wasn't raining then, which means that no ice should have formed.
Perhaps you are correct.
All right, let's
Perhaps
have
this was meant
Eli
to be.
melt this ice.
If there is danger here, we should be the ones to face it.
Come on, melt!
Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. It's just something inside is fighting back. There!
Nicely done.
That's me, Eli Beckett, enemy of ice.
Eli Beckett. Let's open it up.
Well, that's definitely our cold source, all right.
It's too cold. Let Eli take care of it. Melt it.
Now that it's out of the open air, the warm rain is coming down, I should be able to...
Oh!
Jesus!
The body is beginning to thaw out. Is that the old man who died of cancer?
Not a burn mark on him.
The ice protected him from the fire?
It also froze him to death, but if you want to get technical, sure, it protected him from the fire.
What could cause something like this? Does this body look familiar to you?
Maybe. It's hard to tell, you know, with all the frostbite and things.
I admit, he does look slightly recognizable, but as to who, I cannot say.
The ghost. Is it the ghost?
The more I look at him, the more familiar his face becomes. Do you recognize him, Eli?
No, but you're right. He is familiar. Why can't I remember?
It's gotta be the ghost.
Wait, hold on. I know this guy from somewhere. It's on the tip of my tongue.
I definitely recognize...
Wait, hold on.
It's for your tongue. Well, wait, it's the guy in the photo. So this... Holy crap, it's Jordan. So if this is Jordan, who's the other guy?
Yes, I'm as surprised as you are. The quality of that photo isn't so great, but it's definitely the same guy.
The evidence is undeniable. Jordan sought a way to remove the cold invading his body. It appears he failed.
That's how he lit up. Impossible, we just saw him alive.
I know. And if his body is dead, that can only mean one thing. His soul transmuted. escaped his body and became something else. He is alive, just no longer human.
He's become a fire elemental, a spirit bound to a body of flame.
Serves him right. So many people died because of this. Why would he do this to himself?
He was a desperate, dying man. Those in such a position rarely consider consequences. Regardless, we cannot allow a fire elemental to run loose in the city sewers.
Can you fight him, Mandana? Eli, you're the fire expert. Any thoughts? Let's ask Eli.
Thoughts? I have plenty of thoughts. None of them nice. Let me mull them over for a bit, okay? We should hear Jordan out before deciding anything, anyway.
Okay, back to Jordan.
Whatever you found in there, don't tell me about it. Deniability and all that. Just find the guy who did this.
Alright, in order to do that, we need to go talk to Jordan.
Eli, I have been meaning to ask, how are you coping?
Huh? I'm coping fine. Why?
Until
Private thoughts,
recently,
dark
we have
thoughts,
only
yep.
entered the field once or twice a month. Now we are out almost every day. I was worried it might be a strain on you.
I like the dialogue and conversations they
You
have in
kidding?
between,
This is
like, every
great.
scene.
I'm working. I'm doing something. I'm not just stuck in my lab. So don't you worry about me, Mandy. I'm fine.
How long have we been streaming for? Almost 3 hours. We got a little bit to go here, but let's at least solve this for tonight.
Master?
We went to the shelter, Jordan.
You did? What did you find?
He froze to death in the shelter.
What? I'm dead?
No, not exactly. You're a fire elemental now. You're alive, you're just in a new body. A body made of flame. That's why the flames are self-sustaining. You aren't on fire, you are fire.
So there's no cure?
Oh, no. Your human body is dead. There's no getting around that. But you're kind of immortal now. That's something, isn't it?
You mean I have to live like this forever?
Yeah?
You should have left me in the cold, Master. You should have left me to die.
There's got to be something you could do, Eli.
Yes, there is. I'm a fire mage. I can control and channel fire. Given enough time, I can remove the fire from your spirit.
Eli, what you are proposing
Will be incredibly painful, I know.
Painful?
it will feel like being skinned alive.
But
Skinned
it
alive.
will kill me?
Eventually.
Then I'll do it.
Are you sure this is the only option?
No, it is not. I will not allow you to do this. Not when there is another way.
Another way?
There are others of your kind. Fire elementals. A whole world of them.
Yeah, in another dimension, across the void. How do you propose to get him there?
Jordan is a creature of spirit now, which means he can traverse the void. I can lend him the energy required and show him how to open the way.
So he can, what, spend eternity with fire people?
Wait, eternity?
It is a one-way trip, Jordan. Life there will not be easy, but perhaps you can find a home there, a life.
But what kind of life would that be?
One that continues.
Sure, on an alien world, in an alien dimension, all alone.
There will be others of his
Let's
kind.
have him
In
decide.
time, they might accept him.
Excruciating torture before death. Yeah,
And
well.
if they don't, they'll be stuck there forever.
I can't. This is all too much. Master, I know you've done your best. Whatever you decide, I will do.
I'm asking you to
Alternative
decide.
is to murder him?
It's mercy. If I was in his shoes, I'd want the same.
Okay, better to die human. It
But
will
you are
hurt,
not
but
in
you'll
his
be at
shoes.
peace.
You can
Yes.
Let's just do that.
Yes, Master, you were right. Maybe this is how it's
gonna have
should
consequences
be.
for later,
Maybe
right?
I was meant to die that night. Okay, I am ready.
You guys should wait above ground. I need to focus. And besides, you don't want to be here. This isn't going to be pretty.
It really does.
This will come back to haunt us, in one way or another. Are you sure we made the correct choice?
He was human, better to die as human. He had suffered enough. I don't know.
Suppose none of us ever do we?
So you're choosing
I am
torturous
often
mercy
told
kill.
that I lack the perspective on such things, not being entirely human myself.
He wanted to save his life. That's pretty human to me.
At the expense of his own humanity. I did not take that into consideration.
Well, it kind of seems like what he wanted.
Eli, is he...
Yeah, he's gone.
You look kind of pale, Eli.
Yeah, well, I might have lost a few lunches down there. Good thing it's already a sore. Nobody'll notice. Jordan gave me the ritual knife before.
Oh, I was gonna say, never give us the knife.
And?
And it's a knife. I'll study it back at my lab. Hopefully find something to make this all worthwhile. Can we hail a cab? I don't feel quite up to the subway right now.
Of
All right,
course.
hail a cab. See if they stop for you. Perhaps it was meant to be this way. What's the achievement? Oh, we're back. Should go talk to Kalash.
To send you aid would leave our own domains undefended. You know this, Kalash.
Undefended against what? Ours is the only domain under attack.
Your charter is quite clear. Recruitment is your responsibility.
You accuse me of negligence. Just how many agents are currently in your employ?
That is precisely the point. We have no agents to spare. I am sorry, Kalash.
So am I, Aralax. New York is getting overwhelmed. When that happens, they will come for you.
Then we must be ready when it comes. Aralax out.
May Jahannam swallow you whole. Ah, you heard that, did you?
You said you were getting overwhelmed?
Certainly. No doubt about it. It is no secret the threats have been escalating. I had hoped to appeal for aid and fill up our ranks. Alas, we are on our own. I respect Lady Aralax, but I should have known better. Never ask a dragon for anything. You will always regret it.
What's that crystal? Some kind of magic phone? Did I hear that right? You were speaking to a dragon?
A dragon at the head of the Dublin branch of the Unavowed. Yes.
Dublin.
She is old. Stuck in her ways. I suppose the same could be said of most of us. A magic phone? I suppose that is one way of describing it. There are shards of this crystal in every branch of the Unavowed. It allows us to communicate, for whatever good that does.
Communication. Alright, let's go
As you were.
talk to everybody. Let's not exactly call the meeting yet. That'll start the next chapter. Probably do that in the next
You
stream.
are awake. I was hoping to talk to you.
Uh-oh.
There is nothing to worry about, I assure you. You have completed your first field mission. You must have thoughts. I am curious as to what they are. What are you feeling at the moment?
What do you want to know? I'm still a bit overwhelmed, to be honest. You do important work, I can see that now.
Yes, our work is important. Of that, there is no doubt. For some of us, the Unavowed is a calling. For others, a duty. But for you, I have seen you in action. I have seen you react under pressure. You were clearly meant for this life.
Dark thoughts. You really think so?
I would not say so if it were not true. Your old life, your life as a barkeep, prepared you for this. Your empathy, your ability to connect to others. They are qualities we need quite badly, I must say.
See, there's a lot of qualities in being a bartender. It's one of the best things. It prepares you for life as an Unavowed. Everybody should be a bartender at some point in their life. Thank you. I'll
That
do my
is all
best.
any of us can hope for. At any rate, I detect no falsehood within you. You spoke the truth to me. Thank you. I will return to my training now.
Let's talk to him. What is he doing now? Looks cool.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I was just reading some old texts with Fireside.
You're reading through a fire?
Something like that. It's a fire magic trick. Lets me read any book that was consumed by flame. It's a bit of a strain on the eyes, but beggars can't be choosers.
That's cool. So if they burned a book, he could read it.
I wouldn't recommend it. Not unless you want your eyes to melt. Just as well, this book isn't telling me anything. It's an old Sumerian text about death magic. Really long, really boring. But I used to read books about S-Corp tax code for fun back when I was an accountant. I can handle boring. Ah well. See you at the meeting.
One quick
Fire
question.
away.
You mentioned something about being an accountant. Can I ask you about some of the pictures on the wall? Any thoughts on our last mission? Let's ask about the last mission.
Jordan didn't die quietly, but he died with dignity. When he finally went, he thanked me. I know we did the right thing. Nobody deserves an eternity of that. That makes the nightmares bearable, at least.
Yeah, so we did choose for him to die, but it would have been bad. He just would have been amongst people like himself who are just on fire 24/7 suffering. What pleasure, or actually what what would he have derived from being around them? I don't know. Like, it wouldn't have helped him at all, knowing the satisfaction that the other people are dying with him. Yeah, if he's going to be constantly burning with no relief, what good is that? That's why I was like, well, he wants to kind of die, so let's do it.
Jordan didn't die. I know.
That's right.
Right.
Okay.
See you around.
So he kind of regrets doing it, but we had to be done. All right, we're gonna call it here at exactly 3 hours. We're gonna run the next mission. Unfortunately, that won't be until Wednesday of next week. And I apologize for that, but it's just the way things are. I have a half day of work tomorrow. I could stream on Saturday, but I won't. I'll be celebrating Easter the entire weekend, so Sunday I gotta drive. Monday I'm off, but nobody's gonna watch me in the middle of the afternoon on a Monday. So it's gonna be Wednesday night at 8 p.m. That'll be the next stream. And I'm surprised I had the timer on it. They didn't notify anybody of that. This is a great game. I am loving this. Save that. I never hit save. I really like this. We've been playing some really, really fun games, some excellent games of late. Well, with the exception of Darksiders, but I'm still willing to give that a chance offline, so we'll see. All these games have been good. Psychonauts, and the Alice games, and Medieval, and now this, and we still gotta go back and finish GTA 4. So there's gonna be a lot more games, and I did pick up the second Psychonauts, so that's gonna be there at some point. So the next stream will be Wednesday, and what day is Wednesday of next week? Wednesday of next week is calendar 23rd. Jeez, that seems like forever. Yeah, so we're getting into better weather and summer, and things are gonna have to move around, and I need a bit of break from streaming this weekend, so I'm doing okay. Has nothing to do with that. I just need a break. Unfortunately, it had to be streaming that I had to take a break from. Wish I could have taken more time off from work. I would have streamed more if that was the case. But I only have Monday off, so yeah. Good night, Braxton. Good night, everyone. Trell, thanks again for using this game. I am even more excited to keep playing it because of the locations it's in. And I would be even more excited to play the Blackwell series after this. So that's a possibility. Let's see who's on. How many people we have on this channel? We have a good amount. Lighthouse, Darkness, Linux, ScumVM, Arrogant Logician is streaming. I don't get to rate him much. He's a regular on our channel. Let's go rate him. Good night, everyone. He has no microphone, but hang out on his stream. Give him a follow. He's a good guy. Smart guy. Check him out. Good night.